We work with kids who have experienced domestic violence, who have witnessed street violence, who have witnessed murders.
Some of the kids have been exposed to drugs. Other kids are actually coming in addicted to drugs.
There's a tremendous amount of trauma occurring in Southwest Philadelphia. There's a very high poverty rate in this area, and there's a connection between poverty and an increased rate of domestic violence, alcoholism, and different forms of abuse and neglect.
Each and every day we start our work with how can we make a positive impact on those that we will interact with.
The African proverb says that it takes a village to raise a child. We are what our mission statement says. We are hope in action.
Just because one bad thing happens doesn't mean a good thing can't happen in the future.
We provide a variety of services such as trauma therapy, family therapy, parent-child interaction therapy, and traditional outpatient therapy.
The Village's programs are designed to facilitate the healing of the spirits of children and their families and their communities by helping people understand what trauma is, what it looks like.
So a lot of times when children have experienced trauma, they will have a variety of behavioral reactions such as inattention. They get into a lot of fights sometimes. Sometimes kids will run away from home.
So it's really important to help teachers or help police officers or help communities identify trauma, so when they see a certain behavior, they need to look deeper into understanding not why do you act that way, but what happened to you.
We service parents and children. Ours is a family program. Anything from domestic violence in the home, sexual abuse, all of those ills of society. We go in and we try to help the family through it. Nobody wants to take a child from his parent or home. Our goal is to keep the kids home, in their own home, and out of foster care.
And then if it's just not working out there and the child needs to be removed temporarily until that, whatever the issues or concerns are, can be addressed and dealt with, then we provide that service for the children, still working along with the family.
And the goal is always reunification. And so what case managers do is they work with parents to help them stabilize that home so the kids can go home. And of course, sometimes the kids don't get to go home, and then it moves towards adoption.
When it comes to permanency, we're trying to place the child in a home that is best suited for them. And so we're constantly in homes dealing with families and issues that they have in the family. And then we have children who go to the neighboring schools here in the community, and we are providing after-school care.
The purpose for the OST program is for us to promote youth development, education enrichment, cultural diversity, recreation, and homework assistance. So our program gives a lot of resources to the community.
The Preheim Center being located here in Southwest Philadelphia in an area that has such a high deficit of unemployment, high immigrant population, low socioeconomic status is essential. Any agency that says that it's going to service a particular community has to be in and of that community and has to be constant in that community.
When you have families that come back to visit you and say, look at me, look what I've done. I've come such a long ways. You see that they've come such a long ways. That's where your reward comes in.
It's fulfilling. If I can change one life or make somebody happy during the day or just touch a heart, it's fulfilling.
We do and provide therapy services in a way that's extremely unique, and we may be the only ones doing it in this specific manner, and it works, and it helps, and it changes kids' lives, and we see it every single day.
With the private dollars that we get from donors, it really, really helps. It makes a large impact on what we're able to do and how we're able to show that we really care.
Spending your dollar here is worth it because you are helping so many children become better citizens, become better people.
And I thank the Village because they're figuring out ways to keep me calm, and I think that will help me out in the future. But without the Village, I wouldn't have been able to do that.
Yeah, there is a huge need in the community, and despite all the therapists that we have, we still have a wait list. So if we could get the extra support for us to continue to grow, we could meet that need.
We're an agency that really wants to help the communities address the deficits and affect the outcome of tomorrow's leaders.